Cole died in May. He wasn't a good man or a kind man, but he became a little less of an asshole before he died, thanks to a poor black mechanic.
And then there's the hazelnut, cashew nut, macadamia nut, pistachio, and last but not least, the pine nut.
That's it, my friend. You named every type of nut.
Gee, Carter, for a black mechanic, you sure do know everything.
Ha ha ha, not everything, not everything.
Carter, phone for you.
This is Carter. Okay, well, let me know if there's any change in condition. Thanks a lot.
What was that about, my friend?
And that's when I knew it was time for me to go work on my bucket list and find some rich white man whose life I would change forever.
I got into the hospital business to make a huge profit. Now if that means putting 5 people in one room, so be it.
But sir, as we've explained to you before, you can actually make a larger profit by having private rooms for wealthy individuals.
And the hospital is seriously understaffed as it is.
Understaffed or underworked?
Well, for God's sake, we at least need to give them real food and stop making them eat out of the vending machines.
Hogwash! This is a hospital, not a health spa. If people wanted to get healthy, they should do it on their own time.
But sir, what if it was you who was sick?
Me? Sick? I've never been sick a day in my life.
Looks cancerous. I guess you'll be sharing a room in your own hospital. How ironic. Is this a
I should get
hospital
my
room?
own goddamn room. This is my hospital.
Well, per Mr. Cole, 5 to a room.
Bunk beds? What the hell is this? And who are these people?
Well, the only way we could fit 5 to a room is to put bunk beds and one in the closet.
So you expect me to share a room with these zombies? And what the hell is he supposed to be?
He's the wise black mechanic who's going to teach you the meaning of life.
That's right, you mean old bastard.
What the hell do you want?
Well, Mr. Cole, I have some good news and some bad news for you.
What's the good news?
Well, the good news is the zombie in the bottom bunk died of consumption last night, so you won't have to sleep on the floor.
Well, what the hell's the bad news then?
The bad news, Mr. Cole, you have 1 year to live before you kick the bucket. The bucket. The bucket.
You know, my old black grandmother used to say that you should live each day like it was your last. That way, when that day finally comes, you'll be ready. So, doctor, any results for me?
What's your name again?
Carter.
Oh, right. Yeah, you got a year to live too.
Don't! It's like I took the Browns to the Super Bowl again. The bucket list? What kind of stupid bullshit is this?
That was something I picked up my freshman year at Harvard before poverty forced me to give up my dreams and become a poor black mechanic. We had to make a list of all the things we dreamed of doing with our lives before we kicked the bucket.
Just so happens I have my own bucket list right here. Hey, I've got a great idea. How would you like to help a rich old bastard learn the meaning of life?
I can't think of anything I'd rather do. Mars? What kind of jackass fool thinks he can just go to Mars? I hate your rotten Sure was a good thing you had that rocket ship available.
Daddy!
You know, I can't believe I never used it before.
How did my husband run off with a total stranger?
Virginia, meet Edward, the richest man in the world, but doesn't have a single friend.
Ooh.
Where have you guys been?
Believe it or not, we just went to Mars.
All day?
All day.
Oh, you must be so tired.
Oh yeah, you know how Daddy likes it hot.
May I remind you both that you still have cancer and you'll be dead soon.
Well, we got a few more things to do before that happens. And you guys aren't gonna believe what's next. Elvis Presley.
Howdy, boys. Golden shower. What the hell's a golden shower? Edward, you are one sick mother.
I didn't hear you complaining.
I wasn't complaining. Screw Carter's wife.
How did that get on there?
Yeah, how?
It's good to be alive.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Edward.
Speaking of which, in the 3 days I've known you, you've never told me what's on your bucket list.
Well, Edward, there's only one thing that's ever been on my bucket list.
What's that, friend?
Well, my whole life I always wanted to kill me a white man.
What? Carter! Carter!
You ain't dead yet?
Please help me! I'll give you anything! Anything in the world!
You need to get busy dying so I can get busy living.
Edward Cole died in May. He wasn't a good man or a kind man, but he became a little less of an asshole before he died, thanks to a poor black mechanic.
Yes! My bucket list!
There's still one more place we have to go before that list is complete.
Gee, honey, you sure do know your list.
Hear more things from your bucket list?
Kick the bucket.
You look like you've seen a ghost.